Every time you ask a software developer for advice, they start praising one specific language, trying to convince you it's the only one you'll ever need. But here's the thing, developers are biased. It's human nature to defend what you know. That's why listening to just anyone isn't always the best move. So instead of telling you what's best, let me tell you the opposite. The worst programming languages you could learn right now if your goal is to get hired. First and most controversial is PHP. We all know the internet has been saying PHP is dead for a decade, but that's not what I'm saying. PHP isn't dead. It actually powers a massive chunk of the web. The problem is the junior market. While there are hundreds of entry-level openings for Java or Python, as a junior PHP dev you'll practically have to beg for a job. The competition is fierce, and the roles are often filled by veterans. If you're learning PHP specifically to land your first job, you should probably rethink your choice. Next up, Haskell. You may or may not have heard of it, but it's a fascinating language. It's purely functional, which is intellectually cool, but it's a career trap. Haskell is so fundamentally different from mainstream languages that switching to anything else later feels like starting over. It's amazing for your brain but terrible for your wallet. Keep it as a hobby, but don't rely on it to pay your rent. Another one, which is not really a programming language but a common rookie mistake, is HTML and CSS. There is literally nothing wrong with them. I mean, if you want to enter the web development world, you have to know them because everything is based on them. But I see many people relying purely on HTML and CSS. And while in 2020 they could actually help you land a job and earn a lot of money, nowadays your CV is thrown right into the trash bin as soon as HR hears that these are your only skills. Objective-C. If you're new to coding, you might not even know what this is. In a nutshell, it's a C with objects. It was Apple's go-to for years, but then they created Swift and effectively killed it. Today, projects using Objective-C are so rare that your chances of landing a role are basically zero. No sane company is starting a new project in Objective-C, so don't touch it unless you're looking for a very fast way to stay unemployed. And if you actually want to avoid starving to death and land a real job, you need the right roadmap to learn from. That's where Screamba comes in, the sponsor of today's video. What makes Screamba so different from all the other code learning platforms is that they reinvented the screencast specifically for coding. You can literally pause the teacher's video and edit the code right inside the player to see what happens. They have full career paths for front-end, back-end, full-stack and even AI, which is exactly what you need to stay relevant. Plus, over 30% of their courses are totally free, so you can try it out before deciding to upgrade. When you want to unlock everything, including AI feedback, unlimited challenges, course certificates and full access to their Discord server with over 70,000 devs, use the link in my description for an extra 20% off any pro plan.